Everyone is telling you AI is going to change the world, and they're right. But nobody is telling you who's paying for that change. Not the tech companies, not the governments, not the influencers selling you AI courses. Because the bill for the AI revolution isn't being sent to the people building it. It's being sent to you. And by the end of this video, you're going to see exactly what's on it. Let's start with a number. In the past year alone, the world's billionaires grew their wealth by 25%. The average person, 10.8%. That gap didn't happen by accident. The CEO of BlackRock, the man who manages $14 trillion in client money, wrote it plainly in his annual letter to investors. He said, "The massive wealth created over the past several generations flowed mostly to people who already owned financial assets. Now AI threatens to repeat that pattern at an even larger scale. That's not a conspiracy theorist talking. That's the head of the world's largest asset manager." And then there's Elon Musk. In 2025, his net worth was $342 billion. In 2026, it hit $839 billion in 1 year, while the average American worker saw wages rise by 3%. This is the AI boom, and almost none of it is reaching you. Now let's talk about where you actually fit into this story. In 2025, 55,000 workers were laid off across America, with one explanation given by their companies: AI. Amazon eliminated 14,000 corporate roles. Their reason? AI enables leaner structures. Workday cut 1,750 jobs to reallocate resources toward AI investments. And here's the part that should keep you up at night. Goldman Sachs estimates that 6 to 7% of the entire US workforce will be displaced during the AI transition period. That's millions of people. But it gets more specific than that. If you are between 22 and 25 years old and you work in a tech-exposed field, your unemployment rate has already risen by 3 percentage points since the start of 2025. Entry-level job postings have dropped 35% since January 2023. Junior copywriters, entry-level analysts, data entry clerks, customer service reps, the jobs that used to be the first rung on the career ladder, they're disappearing, not slowly, not eventually, right now. And the CEO of Anthropic said it directly. AI could eliminate 50% of entry-level white-collar positions within 5 years. That's not a warning about the future. That's a description of what's already happening. But the workers losing their jobs are only one part of the bill. Let's talk about your electricity. The 5 biggest tech companies, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Meta, Apple, spent over $355 billion in 2025 on AI infrastructure. $355 billion in a single year. That infrastructure needs power. Massive amounts of it. In 2025, global data centers consumed between 460 and 490 terawatt-hours of electricity. By 2030, that number is projected to hit 945 terawatt-hours. To put that in human terms, that's nearly triple the combined annual electricity use of Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Nigeria, countries home to over 650 million people. And in the US alone, data centers' total energy demand is projected to nearly double between now and 2028, from 80 to 150 gigawatts. That's like adding the energy needs of an entire country the size of Spain in 3 years. And who pays for that grid expansion? Not the tech companies. Consumer advocates and utility watchdogs have flagged it directly. The costs of power grid upgrades are passed on to end consumers. That means you. Your electricity bill is quietly going up, so that a data center somewhere can run the AI model that might be replacing your job. Now let's talk about water. Every time you use ChatGPT, every 20 to 50 queries, you consume approximately 500 milliliters of water. That's a full bottle, not your water. The data center's water. In 2025, AI data centers consumed approximately 264 billion gallons of water globally, nearly 1 trillion liters. The UN projects that by 2030, the water footprint of AI data centers will equal the basic annual domestic water needs of all 1.3 billion people in sub-Saharan Africa, the water needs of 1.3 billion people, redirected to cool the servers that power your AI assistant. And most of this infrastructure sits in places that are already water-stressed: Arizona, Nevada, Virginia, communities that were already counting every drop. Now they're competing with data centers the size of small cities. But here's where it gets darker, because the AI boom doesn't just cost you electricity and water, it was built in part on invisible labor that most people never think about. In January 2024, Time magazine reported on workers in Kenya. They were hired to label data for ChatGPT, specifically to help the model detect toxic content. To do that job, they had to read it, process it, sort it. Graphic violence, sexual abuse, trauma of every kind, for less than $2 an hour, because someone had to teach the AI what harm looks like, and it wasn't going to be the people in Silicon Valley. This is the part of the AI story that the product launches don't mention. The glossy demos, the keynote speeches, the announcements about changing humanity. None of them tell you about the people paid $2 an hour to absorb the worst of human content, so the AI could learn to filter it out for you. Now here's the twist, and it's the one nobody wants to admit. The AI boom is real, the technology is extraordinary. Some of what it will create is genuinely remarkable, but the people who will capture almost all of that value have already been decided. It's the people who owned the capital before the boom started. The IMF said it clearly. AI adoption shifts earnings from labor to capital owners, shareholders, investors, the people who already had. The labor share of global income has already fallen by 6 percentage points since 1980. AI is about to accelerate that fall, and the workers with AI skills, they earn 25% more than those without, which sounds like good news, until you realize that the people who can afford the time and money to acquire those skills are rarely the ones most at risk of losing their jobs. The AI boom is not a rising tide. It's a tide that's rising for some and flooding for others. So the next time someone tells you AI is going to change the world, ask them one question. For whom? Because the energy is coming from your grid, the water from your communities, the entry-level jobs from your resume, and the invisible labor from someone paid $2 an hour in Nairobi. And somewhere, a man's net worth just went from $342 billion to $839 billion in 1 year. The AI boom is real. The hidden cost, you're already paying it. Subscribe. Because the next hidden cost, you really won't see it coming.